Okay, thank you everyone for joining us in this recording that may or may not go live. We'll see. We're rolling with the changes and adapting, much like these amazing students who are joining me today. Graduates, in fact. First off, starting with that, congratulations to all y'all in accomplishing that. And you do not have to go back to that building. So I know that's a great feeling when you get it, right? So we're here for Conversations for Change. These are conversations to uplift youth voices in our community, not just in times of crisis, but all the time, getting to the root of what youth are feeling and processing COVID-19's impact on the 2020 school year. Genesis brought to our attention that we needed to create more space for especially the seniors who have worked so hard to really discuss what they were feeling and process a lot of the things going on. So I'm gonna give it to Genesis now. Thank you so much.
Okay, hi. I'm here with Niveah and Nia'jah. I'm just going to be asking them a few questions and answering the questions myself in regards to how we're feeling and how COVID has affected us. So I'm just going to jump right into it. And then I'll just answer the questions after you guys. My first question, the first thing I want to know is, for both of you, what was your high school experience like?
Niveah, you want to go first?
Yeah, I will. I can actually say high school was definitely like a roller coaster. My first year, my freshman year, I feel like was my best year ever. It was learning new people, getting to know a new school. It was just like the best experience. But like years after that, high school becomes a roller coaster. You have to try new things, you experience new stuff, and new challenges are thrown at you every day. So you have to be like prepared to like go up and down throughout high school.
For me, I agree with Niveah, because freshman year was hands down the best year we ever had, hands down. But after freshman year, I experienced a lot of deaths and stuff. So high school wasn't always easy, I guess. But it was most definitely not boring. It was fun. And we should never ended it early. I know that.
I think it's so weird that y'all say high school was fun, like freshman year stuff. Like my freshman year, I hated freshman year. I don't mind sharing this because it's a past experience and I'm not in that situation anymore, thankfully. But my freshman year, I was homeless. So we was all living in a hotel room. So I'm like, got to deal with all this transition from 8th grade. And then the fact, so it's very stressful. So I feel like I didn't want to try anything new or really get out there and do things because I was like focused on that one thing. But as I got to sophomore, junior year, it was okay. Senior year was definitely the best because everything, I felt like we just moved to this brand new house. Everything was just like, it just felt perfect. So I'm really not, I don't like COVID because I feel like it just came and snatched it away from me.
Yeah, most definitely. In a heartbeat.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so like, Niveah, you said high school is like a roller coaster, and then Nia'jah, you said that you dealt with a lot of death, and I feel like we all did. We lost a lot of people.
That affected our whole class.
Most definitely.
Yes. So what do you, like, if y'all would like to elaborate more on, like, what did you overcome?
So like, it was my sophomore year, we had 5 of our closest friends that got killed in a car crash. It was just the worst experience ever in my whole entire life. Like, I stopped caring about school. I was just like, I'm not doing this. So like, I don't like anybody. I don't want to be here. It was just like, I totally went into like a just depression mode.
Right.
And I can honestly say, if it wasn't for the help of Miss Yarbrough at Central, I don't think I would have ever gotten out of it, because she literally took time to understand me and, help me. Like, she was always there, like, baby, I'm not letting you give up. This is like, you're not giving up. So I feel like after that, it was just like, I was constantly down, like feeling depressed, and then feeling like me again. It was just like, like, it was just a different world. Like, but high school definitely had those days where I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. But then it was those days like, oh my God, like I love being here. So it was just different challenges every day.
Yeah.
What was the question? What I overcame? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I keep saying just like Niveah, but it's like we really went through the same thing. Okay, but like, well, when the death happened or whatever, the crash, I didn't care about school either. And I had a 1.9 GPA, and then my senior year I finished with a 3.8.
As
So
you should.
yeah, so it wasn't easy though. I tell you that it was hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, okay, yes, the crash affected all of us, but my personality and like the reason I'm even doing this is because I feel like I want to be that person to help. I want to be that person people can talk to. So I took that death differently. I was there for more people than I actually gave myself time to grieve with or even take that in. So I dealt with that pretty well. I felt like I was more there for my friends and I was good. But junior year, when my cousin died, that was like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I definitely see where y'all coming from. It's like you just lose all your motivation. And that's why I'm just so proud of us, because we all lost that motivation one time or another, but we finished. We did not quit. Like we kept going, and like I'm just so proud of us, because I definitely feel it. And I know, because I know y'all, like we all had them times like I'm not doing this. Like, but with the help, you know, we had each other. We definitely had Miss Yarbrough. I had Mr. Gardner. I don't know how y'all feel about
myself. And definitely Miss K too.
We had great teachers.
I had
Miss Wentz. Like, that's why I feel like high school was more enjoyable, because they didn't leave us out to dry.
Yeah, most definitely.
They were there for us. Like, we really needed
a drop of a dime.
They were there for us. And we can still get in contact with teachers we don't even have classes with right now.
Yeah.
So, like, I just really feel like we should all feel, we should all feel very prideful in the fact that we made it this far. And also we should feel like, you know, the virus took this away, but don't let that get you down, because we've already came so far.
Right.
But while we're on the topic of the virus, what are your feelings like? If you had to say anything to the virus, if the virus was a person, what would you say?
Oh Lord.
COVID.
Please let me go first, bro.
I would probably ask them to step in the middle of the street.
Bro, tag me in, bro.
It's just like we've worked so hard to just get a full senior experience.
It feel like we just did.
It came in and was like, nope, you can't have this.
Right.
It's kind of like when you're a kid and you got something you're not supposed to have, and your mom come and take it, and you're just like crying, throwing temper tantrum, because it's like, I can't have that. Like, are you serious?
The virus is like, yeet. Like,
yeah, literally.
Okay, but I was talking to my mom last night, because I'm actually working on a commencement speech. So I was like, we were talking, and she made like a really good point. She was like, you know, the virus took away you guys' prom and commencement and all this, but it really showed y'all like, oh God, what was I about to say? That all that, it's really important, but it showed like that doesn't define our success, basically. So just because we didn't have a prom, or I hope we get a commencement, but we might not get a commencement, doesn't mean we aren't as successful as the last class or the class after us. It actually makes a stronger class. That's what I would say.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like a disappointment, because it's like we live for those type of moments. Like,
right,
it's last like experience as like an actual senior in high school, because you can't get those again. Like, it's like our experience is just gone. Like, we worked up to this point where we should be able to have those, you know, prom. We should be able to be all night with our friends.
We still should have
party,
it, bro.
and then graduation, we should have that feeling of walking across the stage. Like, I finally did. Like, those are the moments that we actually live for. And it's kind of sad that we don't know if we are even going to get those.
to keep.
It's really disappointing, but it makes us a very unique class. You know, even though COVID, you know, whatever, the city's about to start opening or whatever, we're still the class that went through COVID and didn't give up, didn't stop doing their online classes, didn't not finish so they couldn't graduate. Like, we kept pushing. I feel like that's what makes us a very unique class and a very strong class. But as far as COVID, how is it personally affecting you?
It's personally affected me because a couple of my family members has actually had it. So like it's been like a scare, like oh my God, are they going to be okay? Are they going to be able to beat it? So it's just like those rushing moments, like this is like real life happening. Like it just came out of the blue, and it's like wow, like anybody can get it at any second. You never know who next to get it. So it's just scary.
Right.
Well, it affected me because where did it come from? Like, why is it coming out at all time? No, for real. Like, it could have came in 2021.
Damn, everybody in
house, bro.
Man.
Well, for me, I'm a essential worker. So I work at Heritage Community of Kalamazoo, and it's very scary to go to work every day and know that I could possibly get COVID. I take precautions, of course. You know, I wear my mask, I wear my gloves, don't wear the same clothes out. Huh?
Y'all don't gotta get tested?
I'm personally gonna go get tested in a couple of days just because I've been working there. But we get our temperatures taken.
We get tested every day we come to work at Walmart. That's weird.
You got to get tested every day.
That's how it is at my mom's job. She work at Muddy Lodge.
I just see your mom.
Who?
Niveah.
Isn't it a big Q-tip?
Yeah, they stick all the way up your nose,
and that's another thing that's personally bothering me. I don't want a Q-tip in my nose.
Yeah, my mom says it's the worst experience she has ever had, and they had to do it to her twice.
Bro, my mom she got sent home because she was fake coughing.
No, but it's really scary, and it's really scary because I've been working at my job for a year. So I work in the nursing home, so the residents are like very scared. It's very sad. They don't know what's going on, and they forget every day. They forget, so they get scared every day, and we have to constantly remind them. And I don't like that pressure being put on me.
Right.
It's so scary, like. And then I, like this little thin mask, like I can't breathe in it, like can't breathe. And then I got a lot to say about how this has personally affected me. This has ripped so much away from me that I love to do. My mom will not let me go get my hair done, and I'm losing my mind about it but on a plus side, I taught myself how to do some hair, taught myself some skills since I've been stuck in the house. That's all we can do right now.
Yeah, it sucks. You can't hang out with your friends. You can't go to
You can do a TikTok video. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's
you go
about
with
it.
TikToks. It's the only thing you can do.
So, like, how do y'all feel about, like, having to do these online classes? And do you think we should even have to do them?
I hate it here.
I think it's like the worst thing they could have ever done to high school students because we get distracted so easily, and you're putting us on technology.
Yeah, because I have the
like you're giving us a gateway out. Like we was like not like at least we had a classroom where we can like actually get on task with a teacher.
Yeah,
but you're giving us a computer telling us to do it. Like normal teenagers are not getting up at 9 o'clock in the morning after they've been on break for a while to do a class assignment.
This really made me realize how much I hate looking at my phone.
Yeah.
Like I did not realize I didn't like looking at my phone until we started doing these online classes.
Yeah, it's definitely been a struggle for me because like I've been sleeping so much. It's like I can't wake up.
And then
I may miss like
said,
one class every week.
Or all of y'all have jobs now, right? If y'all work in the morning, how are you going to class?
Right.
I was at work trying to do dance class on the phone. Like, how am I do ballet?
Yes, and then I feel like the assignments are like just so confusing. Like the teachers aren't really giving out the help that we actually need. And then
We need
some
that
kids
hands-on.
can't really, some kids can't learn off of technology. Like some kids like need face-to-face learning, and I just feel like it was not a good idea.
I think that they didn't make it as difficult as real school is. So that's a plus side, so it's not really hard. But then again, we're not really learning nothing because they don't want to make it too hard.
Yeah,
so,
but I say all I'd be getting is watch a video and then do a type 3. Like that's all I'm getting. Like
right, I'm not really learning anything, and I'm not really retaining the information.
And especially for me to be going to college next year, I need those like last basic things.
And that's another thing I was gonna ask. How is this affecting your college?
Oh,
I was so looking forward to taking college English so I can actually be prepared for college. And now it's like what do I do? Like I can't even take that class anymore. I'm not learning anything that's gonna help me. So it's like I feel like I'm going into college unprepared for what's really going to happen to me.
I'm not even speaking to that. Or like Nia'jah, how is it affecting your college transition?
Well, it's affecting my college and my job because they don't know like if I'm a minor or not. They don't know what's going on, so it's be hard. And they're not sending us nothing like is we graduated or not. So I don't know.
Yeah, like we haven't gotten no updates about anything.
Yeah, and I was gonna say as far as college, not even what I'm gonna know, because I'm talking about if I go, I don't even know how to submit half the stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Who's supposed to tell me to do that? Who's supposed to tell me to do that?
And it's like you email your counselor, but it takes them like days to get back.
It takes them so long to get back to us.
Yeah, it's just so hard. Like we literally got to try to figure out everything on our own without help from anybody.
Something like that, those college applications and all that, we need that hands-on, because I was meeting with my counselor about these scholarships like literally 2 days before the world went haywire, and now like I don't know what to do.
And it's such a big effect on me because I plan on going to a HBCU. So like those scholarships, like I was really like needing help filling them out and stuff. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I even go to a HBCU anymore because I can't get those scholarships that actually help me go to that school?
Right. It's like I think about the pros, like what I'm personally learning to do for myself, but then it's like if I feel like the bad outweighs the good depending on who you are, like especially for seniors, because this is that transition. This is where, like, so say for instance you were about to do driver's training. I just got my car. I can't do no driver's training. School is out. What am I supposed to do?
Drive illegally.
Right. That's what
it's just put a hold on so many things. But it really makes you, when this is over, it's gonna make you appreciate so much more, because it's like I know what it feels like to not be able to do that. I'm doing that.
Right.
I'm doing everything when the world opens.
So, yeah, like I feel like when the world opens up, we're gonna try so many different things, like experiences, because we've been locked in for so long. We're gonna I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. So
it makes you wanna. Yeah, it's definitely, that is actually more of a positive thing than a negative, to know that when this opens up, we're not gonna take as many things for granted.
Yeah.
When we are the freshmen in college and our siblings or our friends are coming up, we're going to be helping them, because it's like, okay, nobody got to help me. I'm about to help you, even if you got a counselor, because I realize how important this is. And I feel like a lot of us took the counselors for granted, took the teachers who take the time out their day, took staying at school for granted, filling out scholarships. I definitely took that for granted.
I did too.
Because I don't know a lick of nothing that I'm doing. So it's just like,
you just really leave you speechless at the end of the day, because you really don't know what to think or how you really feel. Like you can't do anything. Like you're just stuck.
And that's why I think this conversation for youth in general, but especially for seniors, like this is like this beating us up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all feel, but
COVID is winning.
I feel like I'm just laying in the middle of the street getting jumped by 50 people.
Like, this something that, this one of them situations, I'm gonna cry. But I can't be mad because it's not nobody's fault. But I want to cry. Like, prom was gonna be next week. Do you think about that?
Every time I look at my prom dress, I just start crying because, like, it's not fair. Like, it's not.
And then it's like, we can't talk to our parents. We can't talk to our younger siblings. We can only talk to each other because we're the only ones who know what we're going through. Nobody else knows what we're going through.
Do y'all get mad when people be trying to be funny on Facebook?
Yeah, I don't like those. Like,
I don't like that.
Were funny. I thought they were funny at first, but now it's like, wow, like, it's not funny no more.
Yeah,
like,
that's not funny,
I really be wanting to, yeah.
That's not
I feel
funny.
like we also need to, like, incorporate more seniors into the conversation because we're letting our feelings out. But think about all the people who haven't sat down and thought about it. Like, wow, I'm never going back to school. I'm never gonna get
that last. You don't get that last experience.
Like, that frustrates me every day.
Like, we don't get our last walk through the hallway.
Right.
I've been waiting on that since freshman year.
Do y'all think we should have a parade though?
I was actually I meant to take the senior group chat about something.
Well,
because I've been coming up with ideas on how we can actually celebrate our senior year.
That's one of the goals of this. We need to come up with something we can do eventually when it's safe to go outside. We need to come up with something that we can do to celebrate our accomplishments. And the biggest accomplishment is that we're gonna get through this.
Right.
This is bigger than anything. Because we could easily gave up. I got one class. I could easily not.
Me too.
I could easily not do that. It takes a lot of self-motivation because you got to think, like, as seniors, your parents aren't I don't know about anybody else. My mom is not waking me up to do an online class. I am almost an adult. You need to get up and be responsible and take care of what you need to do. So
I got younger siblings that's doing online school too. So, like, I have to get up so I can get them up to their classes and stuff.
We got to be very self-accountable and hold ourselves to that. Like, we got to hold ourselves to that, on that pedestal to, like, get what we need to do done.
Right.
And then I think about the fact that, like, sports, okay, Nana, you cheered. I didn't get no banquet. Okay.
Me neither.
I am truly outdone. I am in dismay. I am in disbelief. I am, like, on 10 because this banquet is the banquet that I get the big picture with all my pictures in it. And I was, like, really heartbroken. I didn't get to turn in my uniform, so it's on my wall like a trophy.
Yeah, so, I feel like it's crazy. After doing 4 years of a sport, it's like you don't get that finally, like, I'm finally done with this. Like, this is my last moment with that. I didn't get to celebrate with my team for a last time or nothing.
And it's not like, it's not an easy say. It's easier said than done to say, we can just go back and do it. But you're a senior, you're gonna be crossing over. I'm not gonna want to come back.
Right.
I mean, I would just because of what it is, but not really. I'm graduated. Why would I want to come back? I want to do it while it's my time to do it. I don't want to shine on
anybody else.
I feel like that's gonna be another conflict. I don't want to get in the way of nobody else's because then it'd just be a never-ending overlap of people getting outshined.
Right.
Because COVID got the stage right now.
Yeah, they got the world.
They got the spotlight.
It's all about them.
It's just, and then it, like I said earlier, it really makes you appreciate a lot more things. Like, it's like, I don't know. I guess we're just all grateful that we're at least healthy through this. Nobody's sick. But, like, where do you guys personally feel like this leaves you? Like, with, like, what is your current situation?
I don't know. I feel like I'm living in chaos right now.
I swear.
Like, it's just like I'm home with 2 younger siblings. I worry about my mom every day working in a facility, like, overtaken by COVID. Like all their patients have it, half the workers have it. It's like, it's crazy because you're just stuck in the middle of chaos. You got one thing going over here, another thing going over here.
Right.
It's just like a never-ending cycle.
Not COVID for me, I don't know. It's just, bro, you cannot get a job with COVID. Like, they is not going, huh?
Yeah,
And then I'm
Yeah.
trying to move to my own apartment. That's not going easy because coronavirus. It's just so much going on, bro.
it's basically stopping our whole life experience.
I swear.
For me, it's like, like I said, I had the same job for a year. I work at 7 o'clock in the morning every day. Like every day I work at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's driving me insane. I love my job, but I would be at school. And if you know me, you know I love school.
Anybody who know me?
I don't want to go to work and do dishes at 7 o'clock in the morning every day.
Where'd Niveah go?
I don't know.
She just turned her camera.
Oh, she does. Bro, where you go?
Oh,
I said my mom was doing a phone interview.
Oh.
all right. But it's like, I don't know, for me, thankfully I haven't had to scrub walls here at home, but at my job, they're taking sanitizing to an extreme because they tried to make me scrub some baseboards the other day.
Baseboards.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
We've been scrubbing our house down like crazy.
You know what I think is so hilarious though about this whole COVID? Before this, you could buy hand soap, but now all of a sudden there's no hand soap. What were y'all doing before?
Ain't no
What were y'all doing
paper,
before?
no, it's nothing.
What were y'all doing before?
It wasn't scrubbing.
That's like, it's so crazy. Like,
I feel like people are just driving themselves insane. They're acting like it's the end of the world. Like, I get it, it's a virus, but
Y'all
people
want
are
to
taking it way out of proportion.
it's really scary though. I think the scariest part about it for me though is like that usually I ask my mom like, oh my God, what do I do? I can't ask my mom that because she don't know. Because it never happened. I can't ask my dad if he doesn't know because it never happened.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah.
We just have to wait. And that is driving me crazy because I'm a very anxious person. I need to know what's about to happen 2 days before it happens. I can't take this.
Why does she keep leaving?
I don't know why they're doing it. She's not.
It's
She's
just
her camera off.
Because I get on that with Niveah, for real.
Guys, you don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
what about what are y'all gonna say? Like, what are your words gonna be when this is all over?
Like, what's the next step? What do I do now?
Right. Like, where do you think it's gonna lead you? I mean, like, when it's finally over, where do you see yourself?
Hopefully in college, not stressing.
Yeah, I really don't have any clue. It's like I'm like just I don't know what's going on. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna be so lost. Wow. I didn't even think about that until I just asked y'all. I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
yeah. It's
That's
like
why
you're really
us
just
as seniors, we need to have this conversation. We need to talk about this because what are we gonna do?
Just go take our diplomas, why don't we? Because what else are we gonna do?
That's really wild. Like, that's why this conversation is important because I haven't sat down and thought about none of this. I usually just go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep.
We need more than 3 voices though, because everybody not hearing.
Yes. So when this gets on Facebook and like my mom shares it and then I share it and then you share it off somebody's page and then we keep going like that and then you tell more seniors like that. You just spread the word. But we need it.
We can't, bro. Why can't we spread the word in our group chat?
Yeah, I
tried, but y'all were the only. You, Nia'jah, were the only, and Niveah were the only ones who stepped up.
Okay, say that we need boys then. Say that.
Yeah, we'll have future conversations. So now the next step is to figure out what is our next step.
We don't know because coronavirus is the next
That's
step.
what we're talking about, though. That's the whole point of the conversation.
This is irritating, bro.
What do you want? What do you see? What do you plan for? Not saying that it's going to be the exact thing that happens.
Okay, this is where I see myself. In my apartment. Finna go to college. Coronavirus.
Can you elaborate? I want to hear y'all plans for.
Okay. Like, I really plan on, after this is over, like, I really hope, like, it's soon. Like, I want to have those last high school experience. I want my prom. I want my graduation. I want to have an open house so I can celebrate, going off to college. So, and then I can just go to college feeling like, okay, I'm set right now.
Right. And I see myself, I don't plan on moving out nowhere. I love it here. I love the food. I love paying no bills. So I want to stay here, but I really hope that we can go back and get our last. It's not going to be the same, though. That's the only thing that bothers me.
But at least we're going to get the experience, though. It don't have to be the same as long as we're doing it.
Right. So, I just want those last moments of feeling just like a senior.
Right.
Man, I'm finna have an open house, but y'all gotta wear a mask to attend.
What would y'all say to, like, so now that we are living through a pandemic, what would y'all say, like, if this happened again to another class of seniors? What would be y'all, like, words of advice?
What advice did we give them? We can't.
What would be your words of advice, I'm saying?
I would tell them I wouldn't stress as much as we did, because you can't do anything. Like, you're really stuck. So the best thing you can do is just pray that, you're going to get those moments of high school, but you can't stress yourself because you can't do anything. Like, there's nothing, it's not your fault. It's a state of emergency. Like, you can't do anything. So I wouldn't stress about the situation too much, but
yeah, I would
say
that
be
most definitely, though, don't take none of your high school moments for granted. Like, none of them. And don't skip. Do not skip.
I think we need to tell them that in general now that we're seniors that aren't going to get our last moments. I think we need to say that in general. Like, us three, since we've had this conversation, need to go, hold on, I'm trying to think what I was going to say. We need to spread awareness about the conversation so we can get more seniors to talk and more opinions. But back to my question, for me personally, to a senior that was going through this, I would say, or anybody, don't take it for granted anyways, because we're going through COVID, but we got to think about our seniors who didn't even make it to be seniors or who didn't make it to cross the stage. So I would just say in general, don't take high school or any moment for granted, because you never know when that's going to be it.
Yeah, because anything can happen at any moment. You never know what's going to happen. So you really just got to live for the present, like, because you don't know what's happening in your future.
Right. Okay, so do you guys have any more questions or anything like that?
Nope.
Or anything else to say?
No, is we going to be doing another one of these, though?
Yes, it's going to be on, hold on, give me just a second. It's going to be on May 20th, and we'll have a time for you at a later date. But in the meantime, I think we need to, once this is uploaded, share it, tell people to watch it. But we know what we're talking about. We know what we want to do. We know that we want to get our senior moments back when this is over. So we need to get more seniors involved in the conversation. So that can be our jobs. We can work on.
All right. Okay.
And I just want to say thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right.
You too. All right. Bye, y'all.
All right. Thank
Thank
bye.
y'all so much. Appreciate that.
No
Sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I just wanted to say thank you again and really appreciate all of your hard work in getting to this place. And just something I heard over and over again from all y'all is that you're not taking the time for yourself that you deserve. And just keep in mind, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give all of yourself to others so that you're just running on fumes, because then you're just giving somebody else fumes. So just keep that in mind, you know, even if it's just a little bit of time, like if it's 10 minutes each day where you get to just sit down and just breathe, just take deep breaths and practice that gratitude, kind of like what Genesis was talking about, of, you know, not taking anything for granted and practicing gratitude of, okay, I still made it here. I'm still here today. You know, at least I got that. I got my friends who I get to have an awesome conversation with, you know, and I get to vent and let my feelings out. So, you know, just doing those small things to give back to yourselves, because y'all deserve it. You really do.
All right.
Right.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.